You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. And you certainly are not your symptoms. In this video, I want to share with you some reflections about the work I have done with people and what I've noticed about how they process and what are some of the places they get stuck in their limited beliefs. Oftentimes when people come to me when they're sick and there is a seemingly gap of what's happening in their inner world inside and what's happening out there, or being told what should be happening out there. And there's a lot of confusion in this. One of the biggest reasons why that is because our experiences that we have in here cannot be labeled. To the best of our degree, our mind tries to label them, but how can you take a word like panic and seemingly feel like you know the full degree of sensations, of experience that you have inside your body when that's occurring? In the same way, when we have a diagnosis like diabetes, it's very hard to say this is what you are, but yet we do that. And this is one of the biggest blocks that I see to working with people, because you are not those labels. And in order to help return yourself back to your natural state of healing inside you, you have to shed all those preconceived ideas about what is happening to you, not the experience someone's labeling to you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like labeling diagnoses and things is wrong. It's just our internalization of what's happening. It's our identification with it, because it comes with a whole bunch of baggage that keeps us in a state of separation. And in healing, one of the first things that we need to come to is a state of unity, a unified consciousness that helps us feel liberated from the inside out. And in order to do that, we really have to check first our thoughts, our preconceived thoughts about what we are experiencing. What is the emotions that you experience when you have those sensations? I don't mean sadness, I don't mean anger, I don't mean any of that. I mean the ability to just completely move all those things aside and give yourself a moment of curiosity to explore your inner world with an openness, an open mind and an open heart of curiosity that will allow us to just simply feel what is there. What are the sensations? What are the feelings that arise? The images, the memories. And the more we can come from that curious place, the more we're able to actually take in. And rather than separate, we actually come closer to it. So where we have a place of pain that's being held, when we label it, we actually create a level of disassociation. But when we remove the layer and we just allow our awareness to touch it with our heart, we're able to explore it and understand it. Not from a place of our head, preconceived thoughts, ideas, all that, but through direct experience. From my personal experience on my healing journey, this was a massive epiphany and changed the course of what I did in my healing work. I used to be just a clinician that treated people with acupuncture and Chinese herbs, but what I started to notice was that at a certain point in the session, we'd have a space that would open up where they would be deeply relaxed, open. I would be deeply relaxed and open. Our hearts would connect in the space. And then we were able to feel something even more there. And as we felt it together, all of a sudden, massive healing started to occur. And that got me really curious. Like, what are the things that are stopping us from getting to these places? And I started to see it was all these thought forms that we have created about ourselves, or about our condition, or about our diagnosis, or about me as the practitioner. What if we were able to put all those things aside and just explore the space together openly, with an open heart, where trust is there. And as we started to doing that, amazing things started to occur. Healing started to happen rapidly. And that's why I don't joke when I say that you are the medicine. You are amazing in there. There is so much potential that most of us have not even touched yet, that we unconsciously block that potential each and every day. And the sickness, the illness that you are experiencing is simply your soul reminding you to wake up to the possibility that you are not that limited self that keeps playing over and over to yourself and to the world, that the expression that is in your heart is so much greater. Everyone a lot of times thinks they are so small, but there is a massive treasure waiting inside for you. And the only way to do that is really starting to let go of all those labels, letting go of those ideas, those thoughts, those limited beliefs that you think you are, and open yourself up to a greater degree. And that requires being completely in the unknown, which I know is scary at first. But the more you spend time in that, guess what starts to happen? There is an unconditional support that fills in that space that feels unknown. And it lifts you up, it liberates you. It brings you into more of an alignment with your physical form in this body. Your mental space is open and clear. And your heart of hearts, where your soul resides, feels at peace. And when we have all those in place, healing happens naturally. It happens automatically. The best thing you can do for yourself today and each and every day is remind yourself that you are not those things. That the you I am talking to is so much greater. And hopefully today you got a tasting of that. And if you want more, I encourage you to explore one of my free offerings down below, my free healing meditation, and a whole lot of other things available. But what you can do to help me to get this message out even further is share this, like this, comment below. Please subscribe to the channel. I'd be so grateful. This really smashes the algorithm to get it out to more and more people that need this so much right now. So I pray that this lands in your heart and receives with the most beneficial healing and blessings for you. May peace be with you always. Thank you.